Hey everyone, Rosbowski here, and welcome back to our Wi-Fi WonderCup battle series, in which you guys challenge me to a Wi-Fi WonderCup battle. This week's battle, guys, is with none other than the legendary Sleepy Jirachi. Now, Jirachi is a really good friend of mine, and if you haven't checked out his channel, I urge you to go and click on the link that I've popped in the description below and check out that fantastic bastard's work. He does Pokemon videos, he does Pokemon challenges, he does Pokemon videos, he does Mario videos and challenges, and also, if you want your up-to-date Pokemon knowledge about rumors and updates, go and check that guy out. He is up to the date with rumors, information, and if you're into your power saves, he's always got the new updates for that, so go and check out that guy. He is an absolute fantastic bastard. Anyway, Sleepy Jirachi, thank you very much for the battle. It was an absolute pleasure to battle you, and we'll have to do it again sometime. Anyway, guys, let's get on to discussing today's teams. If you've been watching the Wonder Trade Addictions video on Wednesday, you will have seen what our party is and my reactions to said party. Now, my initial reaction was that we've got not too bad a party, but well, we'll see what happens when we compare it to Sleepy Jirachi's. But straight away we've got Pikachu, Chimchar, Fletchling, Weedle, Aerodactyl, hello, and we got Nidoran Female. Now, the Nidoran Female has got Skull Bash and Counter, two fantastic moves there. Obviously, we probably want to be edging on the side of caution to Skull Bash, especially considering Nidoran isn't the most bulky Pokemon because it takes 2 turns to attack, but it's very, very powerful if we judge it right. Now, Counter, that is going to be very important later on in the game. Aerodactyl, now this guy, oh, I absolutely shat my pants when we got Aerodactyl over the Wonder Trade system. With the moveset Bite, Scary Face, Roar, and Agility, that's not too bad. I would have preferred Wing Attack or some kind of stab move on our Aerodactyl, but either way, Roar is going to play an important part, especially with a Bite as well. Next up, we have got Weedle. Weedle. What can you say about Weedle? It has Poison Sting. That is all you can say about Weedle. Not too bad, not too bad. It'll do. Fletchling, Standard Gardener Variety Fletchling, Chimchar, Scratch. I would have loved to stab move on it, and I would have loved some, fighting moves on it would have been absolutely fantastic. If somebody put Power Up Punch or something on that Chimchar, it would have been absolutely fantastic, but they didn't. We've got Scratch. It'll do though, it'll do. And finally Pikachu, another very important Pokemon in our team, has got Charge Beam and Thunderbolt. Those two combined, using the Charge Beam, boosting our special attack, and then sweeping up with Thunderbolt would, if we get in the right scenario, if we judge it right, Pikachu could really be a threat to his team. Now, let's move on to Sleepy Jirachi's team. Isabelle, Sleepy Jirachi, has got Flabébé, Burmy, Furfrou, Mightyena, Lucario, and Hawlucha. Hello! I have seen some absolutely incredible teams. Who was it? Somebody had 2 shinies on their team. I think it was Tony Daddy, actually, had 2 shinies on his team. I think it was Regigigas was one of the shinies, and there was another couple of people who had really good Pokemon, but the overall crown for amazing Pokemon goes to Isabelle, our lovely Sleepy Jirachi. Now, that is absolutely incredible. Flabébé, not too bad at all, very bulky. Burmy, total waste of space. But Furfrou, that is massively defensive, as we saw against in the, was it last fight or the fight before? Furfrou was an absolute beast. We got Mightyena there, pretty damn strong. Lucario, hello, that is absolutely ridiculous. It's probably just the Lucario that you get from Karina, and somebody's just Wonder Traded it off, but either way, that's gonna have Power Up Punch, that's gonna have Bone Rush, is it? That's incredible, and we already know it's a good nature for a Lucario as well. And next up, we have got Hawlucha, and we know that guy can wreck lives there as well. So, looking at that team straight away, we're probably going to get wrecked. It's one of those battles that we're just gonna have to save face and see how well we do, but comparing our teams, I've got Pikachu and Aerodactyl are my MVPs, and Sleepy Jirachi has pretty much 4 of his Pokemon are going to be absolutely fantastic. All depends on the movesets though. All depends on the moveset. Anyway guys, let's get hyped, let's get psyched as we get into the battle with myself and Sleepy Jirachi. My tactic was to send out little Pikachu first. If we can get up a Charge Beam right away, then maybe we can sweep through, and it was absolutely perfect that Sleepy Jirachi sent out Hawlucha, so obviously we're going to go for the Charge Beam, and Sleepy Jirachi is going to take Hawlucha out of there because that's going to be super effective. In comes Flabébé. Now Flabébé is going to eat up this Charge Beam, but if we judge it right, we're going to get the special attack boost, and that will be able to do us well in the future. So we got the special attack boost there on Pikachu, and we're going to go straight for the Thunderbolt, taking off a very, very, very good amount of damage, and the Fairy Wind's going to come in, which Pikachu should eat up not too bad, only 30 points of damage. What I should have done there, I kind of made a mistake. I went for Thunderbolt to guarantee the kill, but what I should have done was probably gone for the Charge Beam, because we had already boosted our attack, and it would have we would have boosted our Thunderbolt even more. Now, we killed the Flabébé, that is absolutely fantastic, and in comes the Mightyena. Now, we're gonna go straight for the Thunderbolt, and this is where we should have used the Charge Beam. The Charge Beam would have taken that to below half health, because that Thunderbolt would have been boosted, but we didn't. It doesn't matter. We got the Swagger off here. Unfortunately, we're confused. Can we get the Thunderbolt off? Will we break through the confusion? Little Pikachu comes through with a Thunderbolt, and we're taking Mightyena down to very, very little health. We get the Paralysis off too. A nice little Paralysis hack there, but Mightyena breaks through with the Assurance. Now, we could have still had Pikachu alive if I had gone for the Charge Beam instead, but I didn't. Little Pikachu dies thanks to the Assurance, but in comes Fletchling, and Fletchling is going to outspeed with a Tackle and finish off then Mightyena. We have killed 2 of his, he has killed one of ours, but that one he's taken away from us was one of our MVPs in Pikachu. And the Holucha is still out and about. Now, in comes the Furfrou. You guys have heard me say this before, but I hate playing against Furfrou. Furfrou is an absolute beast. It's going to have Sand Attack, it's going to have Baby Doll Eyes, because it's most likely going to be off the route, so it's also going to have Stab Tackle. Jirachi plays very, very well here. Jirachi is trying to lower my accuracy as much as possible. I think he goes for 3 Sand Attacks in the end, but combined with the Baby Doll Eyes lowering our attack, Fletchling is next to useless here. Absolutely next to useless. Now, what I decided to do is to leave Fletchling in here. We needed Fletchling in for the Stab Tackle because that was the most damage anyone was going to take off on it without bringing in Aerodactyl. We don't want to bring Aerodactyl in or Nidoran at this point because we need them for later on. So, my tactic here was to leave little Fletchling in to do as much damage as possible before either Furfrou switches out or Fletchling dies. Now, it's going to be the latter because Fletchling is not too... It's pretty frail, especially considering coming up against Fury the Furfrou. So this part of the battle takes a little bit of time as our accuracy is getting lowered. But saying that, this is the only time there, right there, I think that's the only time that we miss. And Jirachi was pretty frustrated about that because the amount of Sand Attacks he got off was unbelievable for us to only actually miss once. Now, Fletchling has done an absolute baller job here. He took out the Mightyena and he's taken down the Furfrou to just below half health, which is absolutely fantastic. So, goodbye Fletchling. You have definitely played your part in taking that Furfrou down, who is an absolute monster, especially defensively, especially, that's what I'm trying to do, especially because of its ability, is it Fur Coat, that boosts the defense, it halves the attack of defense. Anyway, here we go, we're going to bring Chimchar in now to do exactly the same. Again, all we've got on the Chimchar is Scratch and Growl or Leer. I think it's actually Leer. So yep, it is Leer, as we see here. All we want to do here is try and just get the Furfrou down to as little HP as possible. Chimchar is not going to be great against the rest of the Pokemon. If he had a fire move, it would have been great for the Lucario, but unfortunately not. So, Chimchar is just going to be scratching away like the little happy little monkey bastard he is. This guy just looks like he wants to be a part of battles. That is a guy that I could get on board with. If you were going to have a Pokemon in real life, just get yourself a Chimchar. I know it will probably burn your house down a little bit, but he's going to come through with the almighty power eventually, but he's just like the happiest Pokemon you will get. Now, Chimchar is still striking away at Fury with all he can, but here we go, Fury gets withdrawn here because it was pretty much just going to be a stalemate there. Eventually, one of us was going to die, and it was pretty much probably going to be Chimchar. Anyway, the Lucario comes in, and that does absolutely next to nothing because of Lucario's typing, and the power-up punch begins. This, guys, is a very, very serious situation. This is what we did not want. We didn't want the Lucario coming in here and power up punching because it's going to be boosting his attack exponentially, especially because he has got 2 off now. He has got 2 power up punches off. That has boosted his attack quite a bit, and we do not want that. So, the only resort for me to do right now is bring our Aerodactyl in. We need to roar this Lucario out here. We need to hold on, which we do with only 60 HP, but that is really, really weakened our best Pokemon on the team. But, we got the roar off, and we got Lucario out of there. 3 power up punches. We were dead next turn. Anyway, Fury was dragged out, this bloody Furfrou again. So, what we're going to do, he's going to Baby Doll Eyes us, which is absolute ridiculous, and we're just going to go for the bite here. We're going to go for the bite, and we're going to try and finish this Fury off. That was a lovely little crit, and it helped us out a lot, because obviously, the crit barges past the Baby Doll Eyes, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to go for the bite again. I'm really surprised that Furfrou is outspeeding us here. Can't remember the nature of our Aerodactyl, but finally, we get the final one off, outspeeding Fury, and goodbye. Finally, we say goodbye to Furfrou. Now, we don't really want to leave our Aerodactyl in here because of the state that Aerodactyl is in. So Aerodactyl is getting switched out. We're gonna bring in everybody's favorite bug-type Pokemon, Little Weedle. Now, the whole aim for Little Weedle was to get the poison off. Please, dear Arceus, can we get the poison off on this Hawlucha here? Hawlucha is going to be using it on me first, which is just going to poison sting us back, which is absolutely fine because it won't take off much damage at all. We're going to go for the poison sting, and it takes off about 1 HP, I think, but we get the poison off. We get the poison off. That is all Weedle is in the party for. Whenever I get a Weedle, all that Weedle is in the party for is to use poison sting, get the poison off, and then just try its hardest to survive. It's a little survivor, this little Weedle, and I really enjoyed having it in the party because, as you have a look here, Hawlucha doesn't have a great moveset. In fact, Jirachi told me he had no attacking moves. He had absolutely no attacking moves. He had me first, which I discover pretty... I think I knew around about this situation when Hawlucha gets switched out for Lucario. I think I pretty much knew by then that all he had was me first, and I think he's got another move. I think his Battle Pass, we'll see that very soon as well. But what we wanted to do now is just, because he can't use me first, if we use String Shot, we're just trying to stall out the little Hawlucha here. We're trying to stall out Hawlucha here because that's the only way we are going to get rid of it. We don't want to bring Aerodactyl in because if he uses me first, he gets the bite off and he gets either a crit or a flinch off on our Aerodactyl. We could be losing that. We really need Aerodactyl for later on. He's still got quite a few Pokemon that we don't want to be messing about with. Battle Patch comes into play here, and we finally see Jirachi's final Pokemon. Now, Wonderbith the Burmy, that little turd that's hanging down from the anus, is in battle and is going to be an absolute pain. This turns into the Battle of Stalls. What we're going to try and do here is get... What Jirachi's plan is, right here, right now, is he doesn't want Lucario coming in and getting string shotted because that's going to harshly lower his speed, which means if we get our Aerodactyl in, then obviously our Aerodactyl is going to outspeed it and go for the bite, hopefully get a crit or a flinch, and we might be able to take out that Lucario. But he doesn't want to come in, catch that string shot. So what he's doing, he's basically sacking off Burmy and his Hawlucha. Hawlucha, as we can see here, can do absolutely nothing, so we're just going to go for String Shot. We're going to go for String Shot continually, and hopefully he switches into the Lucario and we can lower its speed. Sacrificing our Weedle. Sorry, little Weedle. But we're going to sacrifice a little Weedle, bring in our Aerodactyl, and hopefully take out that Lucario. Whether it's by hacks, I do not care. We just need to get rid of that Lucario. At the moment, we are actually not doing too badly. The poison is taking down the Hawlucha to red health, which is very critical. And we're going to get the String Shot off again. We're doing very well here. Considering how our party was compared to his party, we've done very well so far. Obviously, the Lucario is still at pretty much full health, and we need to get rid of that. Now, Hawlucha lives with 1 HP, and he goes for the Battle Pass to get out. So, Hawlucha will live to fight again another day. I really thought Weedle was going to get a kill there. I really thought Weedle was going to get a kill there, but no. So, fucking Burmy comes straight back in. Burmy's going to come back in and protect. He's going to protect up for all it's worth. We're going to try and go for the String Shot. Obviously, that's not going to work. What we want to try and do is get the poison off on Burmy. We want to get the poison off on Burmy here because we need to get rid of it. We need Weedle to pull through here. We need Weedle to pull through, but what I want to try and do as well, I want to try and judge the switch. The switch is going to be coming at some point soon. He's not going to switch back into Hawlucha because Hawlucha is just going to die. But he needs to get Lucario in, so we just need to go for the String Shot. Eventually, this Burmy is going to be switching out. Will we judge it right? I don't think we do. Actually, don't think we do. We actually went for the Poison Sting. I wanted to get greedy. I was getting greedy there. I went for the Poison Sting. Lucario switched it. It doesn't affect Lucario, and Lucario goes to the Bone Rush. Will Little Weedle survive? Hold on, Little Weedle, you beautiful bastard. Hold on. Weedle doesn't hold on. He gets 3 hits on the Bone Rush, and the little Weedle is down. Weedle can do much against the Lucario, but we really want to lower its speed. And we bring in the Nidoran female, our hidden weapon, versus the Lucario. We went for counter. On this guy. We survive the super effective hits. We hit back as hard as we can with a counter, and we take it down to over half health. The Bone Rush comes in, and finishes off our Nidoran. I was absolutely gutted. If Weedle only had 2 hits of the Bone Rush, Weedle would have survived. We would have lowered its HP. If Nidoran had taken 3 bone hits to the head and then gone for a counter, maybe it would have been a different story. We go for the bite on our Lucario. We outspeed it, thankfully. We get the flinch. No, we do not get the flinch. The power-up punch comes our way. Can we survive it? We do survive it. What we need now, we need a crit or we need a flinch. Can we get either one of them? Can we please? Please, dear Arceus? We do not. The power-up punch comes in and it's au revoir, Aerodactyl. You didn't do as well as I wanted you to. Weedle was the MVP. And there we go, guys. Unfortunately, we lost that battle. We lost the battle, but it was very, very respectable. Yes, it was a 3-0, but if you had a look at it, Burmy couldn't attack. Holucha couldn't attack and was about to die to poison, so really, that's only really a 1-0. I know it looks differently, but if things had worked out differently, if Weedle had survived, lowered the speed, or even what we really wanted was 3 Bone Rush hits on our Nidoran female. If that happened, we would have survived, we would have lived with very, very little HP. I think it was like 12 HP, 13 HP maybe, and we would have hit back with a counter and taken it down to very, very low health, if not killing it. Then we would have got the Aerodactyl in and we would have killed it. We would have killed it with 2 bites. We would have finished it off, Lucario would have been done, and we would have been able to sweep up the rest of them, and we would have won 2-0. Or 1-0. Either way, it was so damn close in the end. Having a look at Jirachi's team to start with, I was like, hello, Jirachi, you powerful bastard. No wonder you are a legend. That was an absolutely fantastic team and an absolutely fantastic battle. We judged it very, very well. That both of us played tactically very well. There's a lot of stalling in that match, but it served their purpose and both of us, well, I did well, but Jirachi got the win and he played very well as well. So thank you very much, Sleepy Jirachi. That's absolutely fantastic. I love that battle and we're definitely going to have another one in the future. Between us, we're already having a bit of a discussion about what we could do together next. Some kind of celebration video as well. Because obviously, I'm going to be hitting... we're going to be coming up for 50 episodes of the Wonder Trade Addiction soon. Which I might... hopefully, I'm going to try and plan something very special for that. But either way, guys, remember to go down into the description below and check out Jirachi's channel. He's absolutely fantastic. I love his work. It's absolutely amazing. Honestly, guys, if you've not seen him already, you need to go and check him out. And if you enjoyed today's video, guys, then please hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to me and this is the first time you're checking out the channel, please go ahead and do that because it tickles my balls every single time I get email through. And oh, I just love my jimmies being rustled. But either way, guys, if you want to be involved in the next week's battle, remember to pop your friend code and your Twitter link in the description, the comment section below, and I will be able to choose my next, I was going to say victim, you guys usually beat me, I'm going to choose my next opponent there. But I've been Razbowski, you've been the beautiful bastards as always for watching, and I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye!